Hey guys, welcome back to the Technopedia. Hope you guys doing fine. So today we're gonna start with a new thing, that is cascading style sheet, or you can also call it as CSS. So this tutorial is all about the introduction of CSS, in which we will discuss what CSS is and also the syntax of CSS. But before we start, I want to let you know that before moving towards CSS, you guys must be having the basic knowledge of HTML, for which you guys can watch the tutorials on various elements and tags of HTML by just clicking the link which is in the description of this video. So let's start with the CSS. The CSS is just a simple language that is used for making web pages more presentable. Means CSS handles the look and feel part of a web page, in under which the styles define how to display HTML elements, and these styles are normally stored in the style sheet. So let's start with the code to understand the CSS syntax. In this tutorial, I am using Notepad++ as an editor. So a style tag is used to set the style rule, which is placed within the head tag. And also the style tag is the paired tag. A style tag is having a type attribute whose value is always be text/CSS for every style sheet. So the style rule is made up of three parts basically. The first one is selector, the second one is property, and the third one is value. So let's discuss them one by one. The selector is just like a HTML tag or element at which the style rule is applied to. For example, let's take h1 as a selector. After the selector, the properties and value should be written within a curly braces, where property is a type of attribute of HTML tag. It can be a color, a border, or a font, and the values are the ones which are assigned to that property. For example, let's take color as an attribute and give its value, suppose green for this example. So in this example, the heading 1 is the selector, the color is the property, and its value is green. So this is the one property, that is color. Now let's take another property for heading separated by semicolon. Let's take font style and give its value, suppose italic. Now let's make HTML element, that is heading 1, at which this style rule is applied to. First let's give its title as CSS introduction. So as you guys know that the heading tag is always placed under the body tag. So let's h1 cascading style sheet. Let's close this h1 tag. Now let's save this file as css.html. Save it to the desktop. So this is basically our file. Let's see the result. So as you guys see, that cascading style sheet is the heading, and the color is green as we have mentioned over here, and the font style is italic. Now let's change the value of property once again and check it out. This time let's take color as red. Save it and refresh the result. So here you can see the color changes into red. So this is how CSS works. That's all for today. If you guys find this video is helpful for you, then give thumbs up, ask your question in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for upcoming lessons. Bye for now. Keep learning and keep practicing.